hope you all are fine at home. Be at home and be safe. Right? Now, in the previous class, we have discussed about the globe and the shape of the globe, right? And how many continents and how many oceans we have in that, right? And the smallest continent is Australia and the largest continent is Asia. Now our India will come under the Asian continent. And among the oceans, here we have the 5 important oceans: Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Antarctic Ocean and Arctic Ocean. Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean and the Arctic Ocean is the smallest ocean. And Arctic Ocean is also known as the frozen ocean. Throughout the world it is covered with the ice. Right? Now moving to the next topic, that is about the directions on the globe. Directions. Directions on the globe. Now, if it is a round, our earth is a round in shape, it is nothing but the globe. Here we can able to, if for this ball or for this globe, we can able to find the directions? No. Here we will see how we can able to identify the directions on the globe. Now, put the finger where I am reading. Take page number 11. You had learned about the 4 directions in the earlier chapter, right? How many directions we have? Total 4 important directions, and sub directions are 4. And the sub directions also 4. What are the 4 in the directions? East, west, north, south. These are the 4 important directions. Again, these directions are divided into the sub directions. That is east, west, north, south. The directions which are going between the north and east is the northeast direction. Right? The directions which are going between the north and west is the northwest direction. And with the directions which are going between the south and west is the southwest directions. The directions which are going between the east and south is southeast directions. Now, we have learned about this in the last class, in the last lesson. So you can look at the north and south pole. If you face north, the east is on your right. If I am facing towards the north, my right hand is showing the east and the west is on the left hand. Now here you people are opposite to me. Your right hand is left to me and my left is right to you. So here always the north will be on the top, right? And the opposite direction of the north in the south is the south, and the south position is in the bottom. And the right hand is here. My right hand is also showing the east, and when I am facing towards to you, my left hand is showing the east. Right? Now, this is the east and this is the west. The opposite direction of the east is west, and always when we are looking up towards the north side, our right hand is showing the east direction and opposite to east is west. And north is on the top and the south is in the bottom of the globe. So, the earth rotates every day from west to east. Every day the sun, around the sun, our earth is rotating from the west to east. Right? Now, can you rotate the globe and see how this happens? Now, here I have a globe. It is the north direction and it is the south, and this is the east, and the opposite of the east is west. So when we are rotating here, we can see the west side is coming to the east. Again the east is going to the west. So here only the east and west are rotating, but here the north is like this. Here it can't go. Now you have observed the 2 poles on the globe. What are the poles here? Here the 90 degrees angle. The 90 degrees longitude shows the pole area. Now, there are the 2 points on the opposite ends of the earth. This is the starting point and this is the ending point. Right? These are the 2 end points of the globe which shows the pole region or the polar region. If you draw an imaginary line connecting the two poles passing through the interior of the earth, here this line, interior is inside, it will form the axis from the axis or the line around the which the earth rotates. Here with the help of these lines, with the help of these lines are nothing but the latitudes. With the help of these lines, the earth is rotating and the same in the orbital plane. So to understand this better, put 3 or 4 dots on the globe in different colors. From the equator to the poles, now rotate the globe and observe. Here you have the globe. Now put any 3 colors, 3 marks with the different colors. Here I am keeping with the green, right? One more with the yellow color, right? And one more with the orange color, with the pink color. So if I rotate this earth now from the west direction, when they are coming to the east, again we can able to locate the same places. So here we can say that the earth is rotating around itself and around the sun. Right? If you have the globe at home, you can rotate and you can see. Or else if you have the ball also, keep the 3 dots and start rotating the ball from the east direction. When it is from the east, it is going to the west and the same directions will be coming back to the east. Right? Here we can say that the earth is rotating around the earth and we people are living on the earth. And we can observe that we are not moving around the sun or our earth is rotating or the revolving, but our earth is rotating. We can't feel that. Now moving to the page number 12. You would have noticed that if you put a dot on the pole, it will not move at all. At the pole area, if you keep the dot, it will not move. But except the pole areas, if you keep the point wherever you like. But again, you can observe that it will come back to the same position. Now, what are the lines on the globe? And moving to the next topic, that is about the lines. How many directions we have here? 4 important directions. And the 4 important directions are east, west, north and south. Again, these directions are subdivided into the 4 important directions. Right? Now moving to the next topic, that is about the globe. The lines on the globe. Lines on the globe. Right? Here, you will see many lines across the globe. Here, as on this globe, you can't able to see. So, I am going to draw the globe on board. Right? This is a globe. And how many directions we have? 4. North, south. When we are looking up, our right hand shows the which direction? East. And opposite to east, we have the west. Right? Now, some run from the north pole to south pole and others run from west to east. These imaginary lines drawn by the map makers help us to locate the places on the globe and maps. Here on the earth we can't see these lines. Right? These lines are imaginary lines. With the help of these lines, we can able to locate the places very easily and we can know about the time of the particular place. Who made these imaginary lines on the globe? Nothing but the scientists. To make, to understand the maps and the globes very easily, they have drawn these lines on the globe. Now we will see how they are drawn in the later classes. Now we will look at the most important lines. The very important lines we are going to know about. The concept of the lines on the globe called latitudes and longitudes. Now what all the lines are going to present on this globe? They are known as the latitudes and globe called latitudes and longitudes along the poles were well known to our Indian ancestors like Aryabhatta, who used the terms to explain the places, not only the Ferdinand Magellan, right beta? Now here our Indian scientist Aryabhatta also said that our earth is round in shape, and with the help of the latitudes and longitudes we are going to locate the place, and they are helpful to know about the time. Right? I request you to underline that topic, that line. The Indian ancestors like Aryabhatta who used the terms to explain the places. Now moving to the first topic, that is about the latitudes. Now latitude is a Latin word, right? We have taken the many words from the other languages also. Latitude is nothing but a Latin word, and Latin word, it is a latitudo, and its meaning is width. Latitudo is nothing but the width. Now here we are going to know about the width. The lines which are passing from the west to east, those lines are known as the latitude. And latitude is a Latin word. It's Latin word latitudo, and its meaning is nothing but the width. Now these are the imaginary lines that are drawn from the west to east. Can you spot these lines? Yes, we can spot these all lines. The lines which are moving from east to west or west to east are known as the latitudes. Latitudes, latitudes. Now compare the length of these lines. Do you think they all are of same length? Right? Yes. Now the longest of these lines is called the equator. The longest line is the equator. This line is dividing the globe into the two equal halves. Now upper half is known as the northern hemisphere, and the bottom one or the lower one is known as the southern hemisphere. Now it divides the globe into two equal halves called the hemisphere. Hemi means half. Hemi means half, and the sphere is a round in shape, a half of the round. So identify the equator on the globe and note down the continents it passes through. Now the equator, now with the help of the globe, we can identify very easily how many continents are going across the equator. Now across the equator, what are the continents are going? South America, right? Africa, now here with the help, the page number 13, here you have the globe, the picture of the world map, and the middle line, the orange color line is dividing the hemispheres into the four equal parts and the two equal parts. Here the red line is going across the South America, Africa. Only these two countries, only these two continents are going across the equator. Now next. In which hemisphere is India located? Our India. So the Asian continent. So Asia also will come under the is about the Asia. In the Asian continent, our India lies, and Asian continent is the largest continent, and the Asian continent will come under the northern hemisphere. In the north direction. So, which hemisphere has more water than land? Which hemisphere? Northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere? Southern hemisphere have the more amount of water bodies. Now moving to the longitudes. And what is the use of latitudes? Latitudes help us to know about the places. It helps to know about the places. Now moving to the next one, that is about the longitudes. These imaginary lines run from one pole to another. Here is the pole region, and from one pole to another pole it moves. Right? This is the longitudes. Latitudes is nothing but the longitudo in Latin word, and it measures the length of the area. And the best use of the longitudes, how they are helpful for us, it helps to know about the time. Now latitudes are helpful to know about the places, and the longitudes are helpful for us to know about the time. So whenever these two lines are joining at one point, the intersection of the latitudes and longitudes is known as grid system. So this grid system or this point help us to know about the places and the time of the place. So there are the two main longitudes, the Greenwich line, which is also called the 0-degree longitude. How we have the equator as our longest longitude. In the same way, the middle line, which is moving from the north to south, and this line is known as the Greenwich meridian, and the equator value is 0-degree. In the same way, Greenwich meridian value is also a 0-degree. And the international date line, so which is also called 180 degrees east or west longitude. You will learn more about the importance of these lines in the higher classes. Even in your 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th classes, we are going to learn about these latitudes and longitudes in detail. So here the latitudes are helpful to know about the place, and the longitudes are helpful to know about the time of the place. Now here about the largest latitude is equator, which is dividing the north and the south hemisphere into two equal parts at the 0 degrees. And the largest longitude is a Greenwich meridian, and it is a value is 0 degrees. And the longitudes which are moving towards the east direction, and they are total 180, and which are moving towards the west direction also, they are 180, total 360 longitudes. 360 longitudes. And the latitudes are now above the equator. Here we have the 90 degrees, and down also we have the 90 degrees. So 180 plus 1. 1 is nothing but the equator at 0. So we are total 181 latitudes. So with the help of the latitudes and longitudes, we can able to locate the place and time of the one particular region very easily. Now latitudes and longitudes create a net that covers a map and help us to locate the places. If you know the latitude and longitude of a place, you can locate it on the map or on the globe very easily. If you know this network, this is like completely like a web, where we can able to see the intersection of the two points, latitudes and longitudes. These are helpful to know about the places very easily. Now I hope you have understood this lesson. During the previous class, I told you to write 10 new words or the key words. Now please copy down the homework. You need to read the textbook and underline the important key points. Whenever you are doing textbook reading, please do not waste your time at home. After writing the keywords or the new words, you need to write 10 key points. Homework. Write 10 key points from textbook or from workbook in classwork. Right? I hope you have understood. In the first lesson, in the first class, we have done about the keywords as a homework. Now here you have to write the 10 key points from your workbook in classwork.